The girl crying inside the wall. The crime began on the first night the Miller family slept in their new home in rural Ohio. The house had been built in 1924. It had narrow hallways, wooden floors, and walls thick enough to hide old pipes and wiring. At first, Mark Miller assumed the sound came from outside, but the crying returned every night. It sounded like a little girl. The voice came from behind the wall in the master bedroom. Whenever Mark moved closer, the crying stopped. Whenever he stepped away, it returned louder. After several nights, his 8-year-old son, Ethan, began drawing the same picture over and over. A girl without eyes stood inside a black wall. Under each drawing, Ethan wrote, "She wanted me to switch places with her." Mark asked where he had heard that sentence. Ethan looked toward the bedroom wall. "She tells me while I sleep." Mark decided to tear the wall open. Behind the drywall, he found a narrow passageway that did not appear on house plans. At the end of the passage sat an old porcelain doll. Beside it lay a faded photograph of a girl named Lily Harper. The date written on the back was October 12, 1956. When Mark removed the doll, the crying stopped. For 2 nights, the house was silent. Then Ethan began sleeping while standing upright beside the wall. Every morning, black dirt appeared beneath his fingernails. Mark visited the county archives. He found an old newspaper report about Lily Harper. The article said she had disappeared inside the house when she was 9 years old. 3 days later, her parents found her sitting behind the bedroom wall. But according to the report, the girl kept saying, "I'm not Lily." That night, Ethan disappeared. His mother, Sarah, heard his voice coming from inside the wall. "Mom, do not open it. She's standing behind you." Sarah turned around. No one was there. Mark destroyed the wall again. The passageway was gone. Behind the wall, they found Ethan's bedroom. It looked exactly the same as before, except everything appeared 20 years older. The wallpaper had faded. The furniture was covered in dust. A new family photograph rested on the bed. Mark and Sarah appeared in the picture. Ethan was missing. Between them stood a girl without eyes. She held the porcelain doll in one hand. She was smiling.